Hello, good morning. I'm Paolo del Rosario, and welcome to WeatherHQ. Today's headlines. The country hosts this week's fourth meeting of the Board of Fund for Responding to Loss and Damage. The death toll in severe flooding in Thailand rises to 29. More on our global weather. I will show you the autumn and winter season in different parts of the globe captured in photos. Well, let's take a look at the local weather here today. Now, the same weather systems are affecting our country here today. The northeast monsoon and the extreme northern Luzon, as well as the shear line in northern Luzon are the weather systems affecting us here today. It's been like that for the past few days. Now, because of the northeast monsoon, Batanes will continue to have cloudy skies with isolated rains, while the shear line will bring cloudy skies with rain showers and thunderstorms in the Cordillera Administrative Region, Ilocos Norte, and the rest of Cagayan Valley. Now, over down here in Metro Manila, you can expect and the rest of the country actually, you can expect cloudy weather, partly cloudy skies with isolated rain showers due to the localized thunderstorms. So do watch out for all of that. Now let's take a look at our sea condition. Again, relatively good weather here so far because as of the moment, no gale warning is up for the whole country. So seafarers are free to venture out to sea. But always be careful on sudden changes in the weather. Let's take a look at the weather conditions over in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. All of this coming from the Metra weather system. We start off first with the northern Luzon area. As you can see over here, we'll get to see Pasco and Vigan. Most of northern Luzon will have cloudy skies with rain showers due to the combined effect of the northeast monsoon and the shear line affecting the region. Now, that's in San Fernando, Apari, Tagaycarao, Baguio, Baler, and Dagupan. While in Basco and Vigan, as I mentioned a while ago, you can expect cloudy skies and, of course, low chances of rain. The lowest temperature will still be in Baguio City. Take a look at that, 17 degrees Celsius being the low in Baguio with a high of only 22 degrees Celsius. But Dagupan, on the other hand, 31 degrees Celsius being the high nearby. So do watch out for that, especially if you're along Dagupan. Let's move down to Central Luzon, where you can see cloudy skies with chances of rain showers in Aiba, in Tarlac, and in San Jose. In Metro Manila, though, and Mariveles, you can expect cloudy skies with a low chance of rain. Temperatures here in Manila may rise of up to 32 degrees Celsius. However, in Tagaytay and Lokban, you can expect good weather conditions here with a high of around 27 degrees in Lokban and Tagaytay only getting up to 26 degrees Celsius. So significantly cooler there. Now, for southern Luzon, you can see that good weather is expected, but temperatures a bit higher. Let's take a look at Coron and Legazpi. As you can see here, Legazpi has around 32 degrees Celsius as the high, and Coron all the way down here, 30 degrees Celsius as the high as well. Now, you can see cloudy skies with a low chance of rain in Puerto Galera, Romblon, and Daet. So, relatively good weather here as well, not as affected as by the shear line, as we saw a while ago in northern Luzon. Now, temperatures in this area will range from 25 to 30 degrees Celsius. However, in Verac, residents should be prepared for the cloudy skies with rain showers, but the temperatures may still reach up to 32 degrees Celsius, so it doesn't matter if there is a bit of rain, they're still a bit hot. Again, the coolest in the area has to be in Puerto Galera and in Romblon with 28 and 29 degrees respectively as the high. Now, let's go down south to the Visayas, where good weather conditions are expected today in Bacolod. But, different story when you look at Boracay, Metro Cebu, Tacloban, Tagbilaran, and Catarman. Now, you're going to see cloudy skies with rain showers expected all over the Visayas, temperature ranging from 26 to 31 degrees Celsius. As you can see here, Bacolod's the only place here in the Visayas that will have relatively drier weather compared to its other neighbors here in this particular island group. Again, the temperatures rising to a size 31 degrees in a majority of the Visayas area. Now, let us go down south to Mindanao. Improved weather is expected in most parts of the country, and most parts of the region rather, particularly in Butuan, Cagayan de Oro, Davao, and General Santos City. Dipolog and Zamboanga will also have the same conditions. However, still cloudy, but chances of rains are less likely. Marawi, though, will be a bit different. You can still expect cloudy weather with chances of rain as well. Temperature will be a bit low in that area, in particular 21 degrees Celsius over Marawi being the coolest area in Mindanao. Everywhere else, you have a high of 34 degrees in Davao, Dipolog, and in Zamboanga. So again, if you're around those areas, make sure that you stay hydrated, stay cool, and find a way to make sure that you stay healthy despite the temperature. Let's take a look at the rainfall forecast for tomorrow. Now, moderate to heavy rains will continue in Cagayan and Isabela. They'll be around over there, but please be extra careful because these rains may cause possible flash floods and landslides. Now, let's check what's happening over the weekend because the weekend is coming. Let's check if the weather is suitable for your weekend plans, whether if you go out or you stay in. We'll find out whether or not it works. Now, this is all based on Metro Weather's 3-day weather forecast. Let's check out Tagaytay. You'll have partly cloudy skies expected tomorrow, and on Sunday until Saturday, it's going to be foggy weather. Let's take a look at that here. So foggy weather here over on Saturday. For those who are in Tagaytay, please wear your mask to ensure safety because there has been a recent phreatomagmatic eruption from Taal volcano. Still safe in that area though in general, but temperatures will range from up to 21 to 25 degrees Celsius. So as you can see here, expect heavy fog coming on Saturday, with the temperature staying a bit cool here, 26, 25, and 25 degrees Celsius, all the way until Sunday. Now let's go look at the city of love. That is Iloilo. After we take a look at the precipitation, now back to Iloilo. Whew. Now let's take a look at what you can do there over the weekend because it will be a bit gloomy, but then they say it's cuddle weather, so City of Love, it works out, right? Cloudy skies with rain showers are expected in the next 3 days. Temperatures may reach up to 30 degrees Celsius, but the lowest possible temperature is around 24 degrees Celsius on Saturday and on Friday. So when it gets that cold, that's the right time to cuddle up. Now, let's take a look at Cagayan de Oro. Cloudy skies with rain showers are expected tomorrow and on Sunday. However, on Saturday, low chance of rain is expected. Temperature may still reach up to 34 degrees Celsius though. As you can see here, we're not showing the 34 degrees Celsius, but 30 degrees Celsius all the way until Sunday instead. Now, global weather is up next. You're still watching BNC, the Bilyonaryo News Channel. Don't go away. Welcome back. You're still watching WeatherHQ. I'm Paolo del Rosario. The Philippines is hosting this week the 4th meeting of the board of the Fund for Responding to Loss and Damage at the Philippine International Convention Center in Pasay City. The fund is a global initiative designed to support climate-vulnerable communities and countries like the Philippines in recovering from climate disasters. President Bongbong Marcos is optimistic it will assist the country in addressing the adverse effects of climate change and improving the lives of Filipinos amid the increasing disaster risks. The FRLD board, with 26 members from developed and developing countries, is a key decision-making body overseeing the fund, and it supports global climate action under the Conference of the Parties and Paris Agreement guidance. Now let's check in on the local weather some more from Pag-asa this time, if the weather systems right now will continue to bring rains to the country. We have on the phone with us Pag-asa weather specialist Glyza Escullar. Magandang umaga, Glyza. Thank you very much for joining us.
Magandang umaga din sa iyo, Paolo.
Glyza, na-mention po namin kanina na may shear line at northeast monsoon in northern Luzon. How much rain can we expect from the shear line at yung northeast monsoon?
Yes, Paolo. Ang shear line ang siyang nagpapaulan ngayon. So we have the weather advisory number 38 for shear line. Makakaranas pa rin po ng katamtaman hanggang sa malalakas na ulan or moderate to heavy rains dito po sa Cagayan, Isabela, Apayao at Kalinga. Ngayon po yan. At bukas naman po, Cagayan at Isabela, mayroon pa rin pong katamtaman hanggang sa malakas na pag-ulan. As for the northeast monsoon naman po, ay ang ulan po na related sa northeast monsoon is likely light to moderate rains lamang po.
Are the shear line and the northeast monsoon interacting with each other po? And have that been affecting more locations up north?
Yes po, Paolo, yung ating shear line sa ngayon ay patuloy na nakaka-apekto dito sa Kalinga, Apayao at dito po sa may Isabela area. Pero affected din po nito ang ilang bahagi pa ng Cagayan Valley at Cordillera Administrative Region. Ngunit yung mga pag-ulan po doon ay light to moderate rains lamang po. At meron po silang interaction. Ito pong shear line ay ang boundary po ng amihan at ng hangin na nanggagaling pong dagat Pasipiko o yung easterlies po. Magkaiba po kasi ang temperatura ng dalawang hangin. Yung easterlies po ay mainit, samantala ang amihan naman po ay malamig. So pag pinagsama po yan, nakakabuo po ng linya po kung saan po doon tumutubo yung mga thunderstorms at mga pag-ulan po natin na siyang nagbibigay ng mga malalakas na pag-ulan ngayon sa ilang bahagi po ng Northern Luzon.
Well, we're taking a look at the precipitation right now dito sa Pilipinas, Glyza. And as of the moment, mukhang walang low pressure area monitored sa PAR. Are there any developments that Pag-asa is monitoring?
Yes, Paolo, base sa ating TC threat potential, bagamat wala tayong nakikita ngayon na any formation or circulation dito sa Philippine Area of Responsibility, may nakikitang maaring mabuo next week na isang low pressure area o sama ng panahon dito po sa malapit po sa ating boundary. And ito po ay nasa low to moderate po ang probability niya na maging isang bagyo, pero continuous monitoring pa rin po ang ating ahensya kung sakali po magkaroon po ng development po itong nakikita po nating mabubuong sama ng panahon by next week. Maging i-update po natin ating public as well as the media kung meron pong nakikitang cloud cluster na related po sa nakikita po ng ating climatological division na mabubuo po by next week.
Glyza, syempre, November was a very trying month in terms of storms, in terms of weather disturbances. For the rest of December po ba, it feels like we're off to an okay start, a good start here with regard to weather incidents. Can we expect that to continue for the rest of December? Or may parating ba na bagyo or expected tropical cyclones here as December goes on, rather?
Ang forecast po natin for December ay isa o dalawa. Meron pa pong ina-expect po tayo na isa o dalawa na maaaring maka-apekto po sa ating bansa o maaaring pumasok ng Philippine Area of Responsibility. Pero, Paolo, itong shear line, ito po ay isa sa mga weather system na tinitingnan po natin na maaari ding mag-cause ng mga severe flooding and possible landslide po sa ilang areas po sa eastern section ng ating bansa. Dahil ito po ay previously from history ay meron na pong mga disaster-related po na rainfall na brought about by the shear line. So, minomonitor din po natin yung shear line. Ang shear line naman po ay nagtatagal po siya kasabay po ng amihan. So, that will be until the first half ng March.
All right, thank you very much. I was Glyza Escollar, Pag-asa Weather Specialist, for all of the information. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you po.
Now let's take a look at the global weather. The opening of the 16th session of the Conference of the Parties of the UN Convention to Combat Desertification, or UNCCD, takes place from December 2 to 13 this year in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. With the theme Our Land, Our Future, 197 member countries participate in the event, including government agencies, private organizations, UN bodies, civil societies, youth groups, and indigenous peoples. Key highlights include high-level ministerial dialogues focusing on land restoration, drought management, and innovative financing. The Philippines has also sent its own delegation. Before COP16, they participated in Annex 2 Asia-Pacific Group, Group meetings from November 30 to December 1 to develop regional statements emphasizing the urgency of drought management and innovative financing. Moving back down to Southeast Asia, the death toll has risen to 29 in southern Thailand, where more than 30,000 people have fled their homes due to severe flooding. Over 155,000 households have already been affected across 5 provinces: Patani, Narathiwat, Songkhla, Nakhon, Sitamarat, and Pattalung. Disaster response teams are working to drain floodwaters and evacuate victims. The Thai Meteorological Department warns that more heavy rains may lead to additional flooding, while the Department of Mineral Resources cautions about potential landslides and flash floods until today. The government has deployed rescue teams and allocated 50 million baht in relief for each province, along with a support payment of 9,000 baht for families who are affected. Now, over in Malaysia, over 150,000 people were evacuated last week due to flooding, but as the waters receded, the number of evacuees dropped to over 64,000, with a death toll revised from 5 to 2. The National Disaster Management Agency's Director General Khairul Shahrul Idrus stated the agency is preparing for a potential second wave of flooding. Now, moving on to Uganda, death toll from the landslide in Uganda has risen to 28. The bodies of 2 3-year-old boys were recovered from the mud in eastern Uganda, but no further information was provided. Over 100 people were reported missing. 17 are confirmed dead from last Wednesday's landslide on Mount Elgon, an extinguished volcano located on the border with Kenya, about 300 kilometers east of the capital city of Kampala. Since October, unusually heavy rains have caused extensive flooding and landslides in various parts of Uganda, a situation the Uganda Red Cross attributes to climate change. Now, coming right up, the autumn and winter season in various photos from around the globe. Stay tuned. You're watching WeatherHQ.
Well, the story really was watching Netflix, and the episode was Kagan. And for whatever reason, I felt connected to his story. So after the episode, I remember I was crying. So my husband Dave asked me, do you want to go back to the kitchen? And I said, yes, I want to go back. So he encouraged me to write him an email, and I did.
If you don't mind me asking, what did you write in the letter?
Well, I introduced myself. I told him that I'm already a mom, but I'm also classically trained. I work in restaurants and hotels, and I know that I'm not young anymore, and that his story resonated with me so much that I wanted to work for someone like him. So like after a week, I received a call from him, and I think it was such a blur. All I said was, yes, chef, I'll be there. And after a month, I flew before he can even change his mind.
This is The Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views.
I'm Anton Rojas.
Welcome dito sa BNC Studios. How are you feeling?
Join him together with different sports personalities and have a healthy sports conversation that will help you to know them even better.
In the Philippines, everybody loves community.
We can say that you got hooked. The Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport, right here on the Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Good morning, I'm Ferdy Salvador and welcome to Industry Beacon, where we shine a light on the trailblazers, the disruptors, and the leaders shaping our future.
The industry changes quite rapidly.
The industry has evolved, and in fact now it's really like a multidisciplinary approach.
We know where to go. We've got our comfort zone.
Those are early manifestations for the of what I'm happy you told me that because now I know I'm not getting Alzheimer's.
Industry Beacon on BNC. the Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Yung mga thought ka dyan, yung mga all the girls I've loved before, akala natin magpa-file, tapos hindi naman file.
Tapos meron ka pang nakita mga self-confessed drug lords.
Kaya naman, ang madalas nangyayari ay artista turned candidate.
Ate, call me.
Yeah! O isang angkan na panahon pa ni Mahoma. Puro lumang mukha ulit.
Yung hindi kakain sa lounge ng Senado, dahil ang tingin niya, yung pagkain doon ay
Bayad
pera
ng
ng
taong
bayan.
bayan.
Diba?
Oo.
Saka makakakita ng ganyan.
Good evening, I'm Pinky Webb. Tonight we ask the questions, what does the investigation cover? We tackle the issues,
The president's immunity from suit is absolute.
we clarify matters, and we get on point.
Watch his press con. Sinabi niya na ayaw niya ng kudeta.
What is questionable about the AR, sir? The Vice President keeps insisting walang active threat kung hindi ako mamamatay.
Yun na lang natin, mahirap pang pangunahan eh.
Pinky Webb, on point.
Welcome back. This is WeatherHQ. Now let's end the show on a light note by moving on to our weather moods now captured in photos. A man walks in Kiyosumi Garden over in Tokyo. Japan's weather agency says the country has recorded the warmest autumn since records began 126 years ago. Now let's move on to Afghanistan. In Afghanistan, a boy walks across a footbridge during the first snowfall in the Dara district of Afghanistan's Panjshir province. Over in Europe now, a person walks after snowfall in a park on the main river embankment in Frankfurt am Main in western Germany. And in Watertown, New York, over in the United States, a statue of Santa Claus is now covered in snow outside of a realty business. Great moods to end the show, because that's WeatherHQ for today. I'm Paolo del Rosario. Join me again tomorrow, whatever the weather, here on BNC, the Bilyonaryo News Channel.